everyone, it's Jakob from Leoniden. I'm the singer, and yeah, I'm here with 932. Good. It's a question with a lot of layers. It can be like, oh, the weather sucks, I'm tired. But like in general, zooming out, it's 10 out of 10, honestly. So, touring for us is like it's like the center of everything. It's the one card that if you pull it out, everything falls to pieces. So, it is, I mean, we've been doing it for a couple of years, so we are now only enjoying tour and getting like all the good emotions back from all the hard work we did. But it's there's a certain kind of tension always, because we want to deliver, and we are known for being a great live band, and we want to be even better. So that's like tour is also 22 and a half hours of something else and then the show. And it's all, so if I seem calm now, it's just to relax and take care of my strength. In the morning actually. We were obviously looking for fries. We found a lot of fries, double fried fries, had a nice breakfast, Like I said to the previous question, live is like the ultimate test of everything. So writing those songs just in our rehearsal space and recording it in the studio and showing it to our friends and to all the structures that work with us. It's just the moment that you play the song live, or even when you play the song live and the people had a chance of getting to know it, where the song can really prove itself. And I mean, it's like we played Denmark last week, but now it's like the European part of the tour is starting. But we had 30 shows in Germany or something, and it was awesome. And the new songs really blend in well. And I know how it is, especially, I mean, it's our 4th record. Usually, even for my favorite bands, I'm sometimes my heart is full of you with 3 records, and now you did another one, but that's really working out. Because we always have a couple of songs on the record that take the people by the hand and drag them along, like, this is what we've been doing with a bit of new sparkly stuff. And also we write songs that complement our live set, that we have no compliments until that we didn't have a compliment until that point, and now we have like the holds that we find in our live show, if you want to call them holds, we fill them with songs from the new records. I mean, the tour is called Sophisticated Sad Songs, and I think we play 7 out of those 10 songs, but I would bet that most of the people will not miss certain songs. Because the title was we had it for a couple of years, and we were pretty sure about naming the record that way, because just for the title, it's like we haven't written a single happy song. I mean, the positive emotions we spread lyrically is probably just hope or a certain kind of rush or something. But it's not like we don't do like happy music, even if it sounds like empowering and agitated. But so we wanted to make that clear, like we will not write happy songs. And then we were looking for a sad cover. Actually, we had some examples that were kind of intimate and like Radioheady or really arty. And then we were like, nah, what we do collects people that are likely minded and who have the same cathartic experience that we have at our shows. And if you celebrate togetherness, like you said, in a lyrical context of sadness, it's a gospel-y kind of cool way to deal with those emotions and to manifest them in a good experience. So yeah, I think we have the reputation of being a good live band, but also being a gute Laune band. We're like they are always smiling. It's so funny. They have the best time, and we do have the best time. But it's like for the dealing with the not so great time. Good question. I mean, okay, they are all kind of fun because for the video for Never Never, for example, is just our 3 release shows for Never Never that we played in Cologne. We played a small show, a show on a balcony kind of style we just hit our fans up and we were like, can we play at some of your places, kitchens, bathrooms, whatever, and somebody had a nice balcony. And the last one was the big show. That was cool. For Keep Fucking Up, it's the same with those really small punky shows that we did, like 100 people or 120. But I think the most fun was the Million Heartbreak Songs video because it's just a one shot. It's more like a visualizer. I wouldn't consider it like a video, like the best prepared and made video. But it's like we play the last song on a show, on a festival outside, and I just start to walk away from all that cheery happiness into the dark lip syncing the song. That was kind of also like the mosh pit kind of thing, was also the metaphorically close, I'd say, to that idea, you know, of having this artificial but human room to express your emotions and get them reflected and turn them into something good, and then walking into the darkness, being alone again, and yeah, starting to... The thing is, we have to repeat what we do because we don't build a lot of strength through those concerts that we wouldn't need them anymore. It's not like therapy. It's also, I think that's kind of important when people say, your music heals me. It's music cannot do that. Music can guide you and can be your friend, but it's like, yeah, we are not psychotherapists. Huh. Yeah, I found the one. It was a Million Heartbreak Songs too, because the hook line, just the melody and the lyrics, where they just came to me, but with no instrumental behind it. And so we had a really long process of finding the right instrumental pocket, and it wasn't like, yeah, it should be in, but maybe with guitar or piano, we don't know. It was like Billy Talent alternative rock version, okay, the Cooksey indie version, grunge version, and they 2000s hip hop R&B version, and they all worked out great. It was like, yeah, this melody works in every setting, and then we really had a tough time. And I think there are like 8 vibe versions of this song. You know, it was honestly, we had the same idea because the song is called A Million Heartbreak Songs, and we were like, why don't we release 8 of the same? But the verses, when I wrote the verses, it was a really fast process. I was like, and then it was done, and that happened over the final instrumental, so we felt that it was the right combination. Definitely Octopus and Chameleon. It would take one octopus to play all the tracks that you hear at the same time, because it's really, we love overload. In every art that exists, I'm like an overload guy. Everything that is too much is exactly the right amount for me. And the Chameleon, because we still can't figure out which genre we like best, so that we can like cage us into, we don't feel ready for that, or we don't see the bigger point in that, but we will not do it. There will always be like this kind of Leoniden, this kind of Leoniden. Is that called growing up when you don't need them anymore? Is that like I'm too old for superpowers? I don't need them? Because I'm not, I mean, flying would be awesome for sure, but teleportation would be cool too. Reading minds, that would be the kind of overload I don't want to have, I guess. No, I'm fine. Honestly, we had a very good friend of mine. He had the superpower to be able to sleep everywhere and to get to sleep really fast. He was like, I take a nap. 15 minutes later, he napped. It was done. And that was, for me, that was always a superpower, to find a place to rest on tour. But I worked in his ways, and now I'm kind of good, so I can take naps when I want. Yeah. For me, it's definitely a disappointing life from our previous record, because we never played it live. It was always one of my favorite songs from the record. It's a really grungy, intense song with a super high-pitched ending that is really tearing my vocal cords, and I was always scared of doing it live, and now I finally conquered it. And it's a really bold piece in the whole set, I think. For the chameleon part of Leoniden, that's like one color that you won't see in other songs, and that's really cool. That's good. What was the weirdest catering / food you got served at a show? From Hollywood Surrender. Of course, nothing is always kind of weird. You won't get used to that. And you know, when you meet many bands, you share so many stories, you always remember the best one. And I remember a band that is vegan through and through, and they got, I think, half a package of toast and just a can of sausages, and that was really something. And they answered when they said, well, sausages aren't vegan, they were like, yeah, but they are tasty. Yeah, didn't kind of work out. It's always about the gross and weird things. What's the worst bathroom backstage experience you've had on the road? Like something gross or anything. It was in Germany, it was in Nuremberg, and we had this band apartment that was actually full of cockroaches. And that was an itchy night for all of us. But we developed a lot of inside jokes on that day, and they still guide us through the darkness, so yeah. That's a dilemma, yes. Classic dilemma. Never write new songs or never play them live. There's no loophole I can find, right? Like rename our band or be our own cover band, or just doing new. Yeah, I could never stop writing new music, but I could always never stop representing on stage what I am right now. So if I would have to decide, never play new songs live, but I would find a way. Yeah, and if it would only be like for the sake of stupid dancing and drinking, I would feel dull. That wouldn't be what I want to do.